Hello, 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 my collectors, my loves. How are you? How are you? How are you today? I hope that everything is well. We are at that time, the middle of the week, that Wednesday, that what you want to know on a Wednesday. Okay, this is where we are today, collective. I don't know, what you want to know, but I can tell you what's coming up. And what's coming up for us today is addictions. Okay, addictions. Here, sorry, I got my cat. All right, so you were dealing with someone who's battling with addictions. All right, and this person may have addictions to substance, to a certain lifestyle, to food, to sex, alcohol. I really feel like there was some sexual addiction, really, what the person you were dealing with and what they're dealing with. All right, but this is something that you may not have known about. You may have noticed some little things, but you may not have really known that your person has an addiction. Okay, they are codependent on something or someone, or even a lifestyle, or just a way of thinking. Your person could have been obsessive about what they want. Are they obsessed with making money, having money, always in need of money? And then when they get that money, are they blowing that money because they're living a certain lifestyle, or they spend that money on substance? I also feel like you dealt with somebody who possibly could have been controlling. And your person may have even just had an emotional block. They were taking love from you, and collective, I know you were giving it, but this person was not returning it to you. Okay, so we're going to work with the makeshift deck a little bit because I want to know more about these addictions, and we're going to get into some other cards. But when I split the deck in half, what I'm getting is burner phone as well as life path 4. So let's address both. Okay, burner phone. With this burner phone, you may be receiving calls from unknown numbers. Text messages, phone calls, maybe somebody saying something, maybe they're not. You're just getting all these phone calls from numbers you don't recognize. Okay, like spam. This is your person. Your person may even have an addiction to you, your energy. Okay, they're missing you. They're nostalgic about you. They're thinking about you, but either you have them blocked and they cannot reach you, or if they're not blocked and the spirit doesn't have them blocked, they're calling you from another line because their person may be so arrogant, and the fact that you walked away, they don't want to look like they're coming back to you, or they're coming to you, especially if you're not communicating with them in any type of way, shape, or form. All right, this is somebody who likes to have control, so they want you to be able to come back. They want to be in a position. They don't want the ball in your court. Okay, they want you to be able to come back to them so that they have the choice to either reject you to try to hurt you because they're feeling hurt, even though them not being in your life, more than likely something that they've done, or they don't want to be rejected because of their pride and their ego. Okay, so someone is calling you from numbers that you don't recognize. Now, to address the life path 4, a life path 4 is usually a person who's practical, who's grounded, who's well organized, like to have things in order. Sometimes this could be a Taurus, because they can be that way. But this is somebody who has very strong work ethic and a desire for stability. And so this is somebody who wants their life to be balanced, that want to be grounded, that want to have a stable relationship. And the fact that you are at odds with them or you're not communicating with them, something is possibly going on in their life. And that's why they're calling you from an unknown number. Okay. So on what you want to know on the Wednesday, let's find out what is going on. Third party affairs. Yeah, your person, you're not with your person because they went to someone else. They're dealing with a third party interfere in this relationship. Okay, so whether your person was already with someone, I told you we had addictions, or your person maybe had a sex addiction or addiction to a certain lifestyle, your person let a third party interfere in this relationship with you, and that's why you're not with them or in communication with them. Okay, what else, spirit guys? Well, guys, we didn't open up with our morning devotion. Ooh, all right, let's do that. I'm sorry for interrupt this reading, but it just came to me and I gotta get it done. God, I come before you in gratitude today for the growth that you have fostered in my spiritual life. I recognize this journey is your gift, not by my strength, but by your grace. Help me to remain humble and open to you leading, continuing to nurture the fruits of your spirit within me. May I use my growth to bless others and glorify in all that I do. In Jesus' name, amen. So, I call it my spirit guides, my angel, my ancestors, who watch over me. I ask that you protect me, the collective, and my friends from any negativity, any harm, or any negative ill will geared towards us as we're on that spiritual journey. All right, so you're dealing with somebody with addictions. All right. You intimidate me. Something about you, you make this person nervous, okay? And that's, and they're definitely nervous while they're calling from a burner phone, but you make this person nervous. Something about it's your energy. You're too high vibrational, all right? And I know that you're high vibrational and this person's low vibrational for the simple fact that they're calling from a burner phone. So, if they were high vibrational, if they had something to say, why not just say it? Why not man up or woman up and just say what you have to say? Whether it's apology, hello, if you're thinking about somebody, just say, I'm thinking about you, Don't let your pride and ego be in the way, or don't be like, no, they gotta come to me. They gotta come to me because they stopped talking to me. I'm not going them. I'm not chasing them. So you gotta let me know you're dealing with somebody low vibrational, okay? All right, with you intimidate me. It's your energy. It's you being authentic. You being real. All right, you speaking your voice. All right. See that? This third party, this person with these addictions, this person who is addicted to third parties. They have contracted something, okay? I mean, it might be another reason, I was sleeping with my ex. They contracted, and that's what they contracted with. That was the third party that got involved, that came between you guys, okay? That messed up this relationship. They were still addicted to sleeping with that person, that ex. They never let go. They never set them boundaries and said, I'm gone, I'm out, it's over. They were still going back and forth, teeter-tottering, sleeping with that person. They contracted an STD from that person, okay? What else? Yeah, and that's why they're intimidated. What else, Spirit guys? Anything else in this deck? They might be going through a separation right now, or separated could be that you have separated yourself from them, or they want to separate themselves from that third party after catching an STD from them. They may be separating from them, all right? But I feel like this addiction that they have, I feel like the third party had an addiction as well, and it's something that they probably did together. Partier, yeah, they used to hang out, party, do things together, spend time together, whether they were doing cookouts, blowing crabs, eating, playing cards, playing dominoes, just shooting the shit at the yard, having house parties. This is somebody they were partying with, somebody they were addicted with, hanging out with, okay? So I'm going to go one more. Okay, something did pop out. Somebody's in their feelings. With the moon, okay, with the moon, let's read this like what it is. When you have a moon, that causes you to look at your inner self. Go within, look at some things. Try to balance out your emotional life. So somebody's in their emotions. They're in their feelings right now. Moon also talks about deception. So there were some things that were hidden from you, okay? And that this person was keeping, and what they probably hid is like they had addictions. What they probably hid is that they were sleeping with their ex. It was not over. Or if they said it was over and they both were doing their own thing, they were still hooking up and sleeping with each other, all right? Your person contracted an STD, all right? Your person could have been an electrician or knows how to do electrical work, all right? Somebody could have a Dodge car, Dodge truck, or they trying to dodge the third party, all right? Let's see what else. And then we're going to move to the other card. So I also got a Nissan out here, so I don't know if someone drives a Nissan as well. All right, let me see if anything in this deck before I go to my Oracle cards. Anything else, Spirit Guides? Oh, those are falling out. Hold on. Anything else in here before I go? One more round. I owe them money, so I can't be with you, and always surrounded by drama. All right. So somebody wants you to know that they're in a situation. So this third party situation that they're in is based on, it's a financial relationship. All right. So the codependency that might be there, this ex that they're sleeping with, could have been somebody that it could be. I have to see if maybe perhaps it was somebody they had a child with, or if they didn't have a child with, maybe they've gotten to some type of agreement or deal. It's a codependent. So somebody's taking care of or assisting someone with their money, their finances, their things, probably helping them out, because maybe your person is having some financial restraints, or maybe they're having financial restraints. There could be somebody they have a child with. I have to use the tarot to clarify that. But they're in a situation. It's not based on love, because love is not on this board, okay? And it's a financial situation. It's a codependency. They're dependent on each other, because neither of them are capable to go out there and be on their own, or ready, whether they just want to be single or whatever the situation is. They are intimidated by you because you're coming through authentically. You have your strength. You have your power. You're doing everything you need to do. You're healing. You're working. You're doing what you need to do. You intimidate this person because you're able to do so, all right? They are intimidated by your growth. They're intimidated by you, your energy, what you're capable of doing. You being free to say and do what you want, acting on behalf. You set goals. You go after it, all right? You're a manifester. And that's why they know that you are out of their league, all right? So what you want to know on Wednesday, what you want to know is you dealt with somebody who was not that was not worthy of you. They weren't worthy of you, and they knew it. All right. Clarify for me. Oh, well, I didn't even get asked the question, Spirit. Death. You brought the relationship to an end, and this person's going through some endings at this time. You're going through a transformation, and you're growing, your spiritual healing. You had to end this situation because that's what needed to happen. All right. And they need to put an end to some things they have going on in their life. It's time for them to move on and end some things and possibly deal with that addiction that they're going through. Thank you. Okay. This is why I mostly show y'all the cards, because I like you to see what's coming up, so you don't think I'm just pulling what I want. Somebody was called. This is somebody you would definitely have a love relationship that you brought to an end. You put an end to sleeping with this person, but this person, you thought wholeheartedly that this was your person. I'm feeling like you felt like this was your twin flame, this relationship, but I don't think that it was. I think that this was a false twin, someone to come in to prepare you for real love, a real twin that's going to come in, okay? And that's why you had to put an end to this situation, this person that you were sleeping with, this person that you love, this relationship. You needed to make a wise choice. I know with this being the 6, you thought that this was somebody that you were going to have a happily ever after with, possibly lead to marriage, lead to having a family, lead to having a house, but that's not what happened. This person, they lack inspiration, all right, because you have the Page of Wands in reverse. So you dealt with somebody who didn't have inspiration. Their creativity was blocked. They had no drive, no enthusiasm, no ambition. They just basically I want sex, I want money, and I want whatever my substance is that I like. And they're content with that. They weren't wanting more out of life. You were, okay? So this is where this person is right now. Give me something else, please, Spirit. Give me something else. On what you want to know on a Wednesday. We want to know about your person. We find out about your person, okay? Your person's calling you from, okay, thank you. Yeah, your person was selfish. They were holding back. They were giving to something else. They wanted what they wanted for themselves, their own emotional satisfaction. We have another card. I'm going to pull it. They were fulfilling themselves. This is a person that gives into material comfort, all right? They want money. This is a money-hungry person, all right? You probably dealt with the opportunist as well, but you dealt with somebody that if someone else presented to have more to offer, or even if that person, that third party that blocked you, didn't have more to offer, they were probably willing to buy, to give to this person, whereas you're like, I'm not going to just give you my money. I'm not going to just give you I'm not going to just give this to you. Like, this is something you can earn. We can grow. We can do together. I can help you to invest and how to do it. But I'm not going to just give you what I have. And then they want, and if someone else came along and they were buying them gifts, giving them money, this person drops, subliminal hints about, I got a bill due, or this, I got to pay this, and I'm going to be late. And they want this person to say, oh, well, I got it. You short here. And you knew the hints. You knew what it was. You weren't that person like, oh, here, take it. Because you know what it is. You use your intuition, all right? But this is somebody that chases material comforts. So even if they don't really like a person, they would sleep with a person, because it's also a person with addictions. If this person is buying them, giving them things. And then even though they had love for you, well, this person is supporting them financially, doing what they want. They can control that person. They can't control you, okay? This other card, They're very nostalgic about you, okay? They gave to a situation of someone that they've known for a while, all right? Possibly from their childhood. This came up earlier. Someone they probably grew up with, all right? But you, and somebody that was very generous with them, all right? Possibly somebody even had a child with this person. Yeah, this came up earlier, guys. They didn't want to make a choice. They had two paths. They didn't know if to choose you or the other person. I feel like this person basically just held on to the both of you guys because they didn't want to make the choice. They didn't want to pick one or the other, all right? Because one was given love, the other was given finances, all right? It's love versus finances. Yep, you were the nurturer. The Nine of Pentacles, you were the nurturer, abundant, self-sufficient, independent. You had your own material comfort, so you didn't need nothing from this Joker, okay? And he knew that, or she knew that. They know they needed to level up their life to be on the level that you are. Like I told you, I really felt like you were out of this person's league, honestly. Give me one more, and then let's go to the other cards. Give me one more, Spirit Guides. Thank you. Yeah. You started doing some introspection. This person's looking within right now. And you started using your wisdom and you realized that this was not it for you. You want somebody who's emotionally stable. You close your heart to the situation. You stop giving love, all right? You start listening to your intuition. You stop giving to this situation and you let it go. All right, yeah, and now this person's feeling very regretful. They're feeling very regretful. They're missing a loss to you. They're disappointed. They regret their decisions or what they have, okay? Because, again, they went to something and then they end up with an STD. All right, tell me more about what's going on with this person. On which one on the Wednesday? We want to know what's going on with this person. Definitely giving into sex, okay? They have a sex addiction, all right? They caught an STD from who they went to. This person that was giving to them, being so gracious with their money and their finances or their name for credit, whatever they were doing, sleeping with them, sharing in these addictions with them. They went to them. They got an STD. They're upset about it, all right? They want to separate from this person. They always have drama going on in their life. But the thing is, they can't just walk away from this person because whatever this person did, they owe them some money. They owe them money. So maybe this person put something in their name. Maybe they borrowed some money to start a business or do something. I don't know. They owe somebody some money. So it's not a simple, just don't call me, let me go, because there was some type of contract there with them, okay? But everything's about to explode because this person's getting tired, all right? They're thinking, they're not happy, and things about to just go off in their life. Things are about to explode, especially now that they've contracted something. And now they definitely know they can't get you back. Oh, what's coming in? See? Sexual protection. This person did not use sexual protection, all right? They were sleeping with somebody they had no business sleeping with, and they caught something, all right? And that thing's about to go off, but you need to know to be protected from this person and not to sleep with this person. This person's probably sleeping with women of the night, we'll call them, okay? Things you can get off the corner, off the streets, all right? This is what they were sleeping with, all right? This person got a lot of drama going on. See, tired of the drama. Not only that, but I gave you right here, I'm surrounded by drama, all right? This person has a lot of drama going on. They went towards somebody who's very, very toxic, low vibrational. And this always is just a lot of conflicts, a lot of argument. It's a lot of stuff going on in the background. And somebody's fussing, complaining. That's not, she said, well, that's what they get. That's what they get. They didn't want to choose a collective. Yeah, they went towards somebody very promiscuous. I feel like your person's also very promiscuous, all right? They probably both were sleeping around, free for all, okay? Just giving it up. Anybody want to offer it, they'll take it. They didn't really have a type, or if they didn't have a type, the type is, can I get it? Yeah, this person might be going through a separation. Remember I said separated earlier when I gave you separated? Okay, on Switch One on Wednesday. This person may be trying to get out of that contract, get out of that relationship, if it was a business relationship, or if somebody gave them money to start a business, do business together. They're trying to figure out how to get out of that. Somebody might be going through a divorce as well, or just get separated, or if they were living with someone, they're just looking to move out. But they're insecure. They're feeling very insecure because they want to come back towards you, all right? They know they can't come. They definitely know they can't come to you with this STD, although I don't think that they would tell you that they have that, but they know that's going to be a wrap. That's a no. That's a hell no, okay? Let's be honest. But they're insecure rather than where they stand with you. How do you see them? What's going to go on, all right? Are you seeing somebody else? Do you think about them? Do you miss them, all right? Do you, jumper guys? Yeah, I told you it's a no. It's a no. They're insecure already about are you going to take them back, but this person broke your heart, all right? And it's a no. I just told you guys, it's a no. That's what the game is over. It's a wrap for them. They can't come back. They've done too much, and this is going to be the lesson that they have to learn. They're so busy sitting out here hanging out with their fake friends, trying to do what their friends do, be like their friends, live like their friends, knowing in the inside that they wanted something different but were scared to make that change. Now they're hating on you because you're moving on, all right? You're doing what you want to do, and they have to deal with this mess while you're being happy and being blessed and following your dreams and doing what you want to do, all right? They want to come in and fight for you. They say they want to fight for this relationship. They want to fight to get you back, all right? Because they feel like, because they love you, all right? And they're dealing with a bugaboo, a third party who may also be hating on you, that knows they want to come towards you, okay? And they might be saying things, and I might be part of the conflict and arguments that's going on in this house because this hater has on shades. Somebody definitely talking about you, saying things about you guys, all right? Yeah, your person feel like they got played. They got played because they went towards this third party, all right, who manipulated them, who actually controlled the situation that came between the two of you guys. They were sleeping around. They had their little addictions they shared together. They caught an STD. They having a bunch of arguments, conflicts in the house. They're calling you from unknown numbers, playing on your phone, all right? And because you intimidate them, because they don't know what to come and say. They got egg on their face. They don't know what to come back to you and say after this, all right? I mean, what can they say? Well, I mean, what's going to be acceptable for you, collective, all right? So we're going to go from that deck, and let's just go to this love message, like, how they're feeling. How they're feeling about my collective. I know they're missing you. They're nostalgic. That's what I call them. Tell me. They feel like they have unconditional love. You are unconditional love for them, all right? They want to know that they want to return. They're returning. Just blowing kiss, they're returning that affection. So they feel like you feel, like, but maybe not how you feel right now. But this person has a lot of love for you, and they're ready to share and express and tell you that, all right? That they're still interested in you. We have teddy bear. They're still interested in you. They want to flirt with you, take you out on a date, spend some time with you, okay? They want you to know that, you know, even though you guys are in separation, the feelings have not died. The feelings may actually be stronger because you're in separation, all right? Yeah, but the thing is, you're saying not today. You're placing your boundaries, like you don't want to be bothered. You're avoiding conversation with them. I told you some of you may have them blocked. That's why I call you from the phone. You just don't want to deal with them. Some of you are just simply still upset, all right? And you don't want to deal with them. And they notice, and this is one of the things that they're insecure about, though, guys. This is one of the things that's causing that insecurity. Thank you. All right, yeah. This coming in the reverse. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. Your person was that way, but they want to come out of that energy now. They don't want this to be one-sided. You're putting in all the work and they're doing nothing. They're just taking, you giving all the love and then they're not returning. They don't want to have this one-sided. This is somebody who does not want to be self-absorbed. They want to open up now and let you in because they want to take you out. They want to spend time with you, all right? They're afraid that you might be meeting someone new, all right? And it's making them feel very sad, all right? They're missing you, thinking about you, and they're uncertain about the future with you. All right, so give me one more. Let's get, I tell you what, where are my messages? Here they are. Let's find out something they would like to say to you. Their unspoken desire. Let me shuffle that, spirit guys. I want an unspoken desire, and we're doing on a Wednesday. Yeah, your person got played. Played. All right. Give me an unspoken desire for my collective. Okay, guys, we have three. Threes who talk about communication. Okay, so I'm just going to take the three. I asked for what they want to say, and three came out. This connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. This is how they feel about the connection that they went towards. It's boring the hell out of them. They wish they never would have gone to it. It was never a love situation. I told you it's got to do with addictions, money, and different things like that. I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. They're listening to you. You may be on a platform. You send them some messages that they keep playing over and over again, or they're playing your last conversation over and over again, all right? Listening to your voice. Remember, we started this off with burner phone. Someone's calling you from these unknown numbers. Maybe when you're saying hello, they hear you. It's just hearing you. You know, who is this? You know, or whatever you're saying on this phone. They're listening to you, and it's making them feel worse. I feel empty and hollow inside. I can't open up right now. They can't. Well, they can't open up because what are they going to say? And they don't know what to say. And this is why they're so insecure. Because what are they going to say? They lied to you. They played you. You caught them in their games. All right. So now they have to retreat. And what are they going to come back and say? And especially if so much time has gone on between the communication between you guys, if they were going to apologize, it's something they should have done at that moment instead of letting their pride and ego pull them back and them hide. If they wanted to fight for you, they should have fought for you then, not allow you to leave. And then much later, while they're sitting there dealing with, okay, now I'm missing, now I'm playing on the phone, I'm watching it, so I'm going to hide my identity, they're not going to say anything, they're still not growing up, all right? And because they miss you, all right? So what do my angels say? Because they don't, what you know on the Wednesday, my collective don't have time for this childish behavior. This childish. What do the angels say? What's my angel message for the collective? Okay. Oh no, it didn't come out, guys. Okay. What's my angel message? Thank you. Helpful people. There are people around you that want to help you with your healing. If you trying to start something, if you need advice, don't be afraid to ask for help. All right. Spirit is lining people up within your energy on the vibration that you are in now to offer that support to you, and they're here to support you in any way that you need it. You are going to be very abundant. You are going to receive a lot of things, abundance in health, wealth, just your wisdom, your talents, your spiritual gifts, money, okay, everything. You're going to be very abundant in life. You have a lot of good things coming for you, and you just need to choose a new direction. You know, like if this person comes back and want a reconciliation, you've been guided to choose a new direction. You just need to continue on your spiritual journey and see Spirit is trying to line you and put you on a new path to where they're trying to direct you. So allow the universe to direct you to where you want to go, okay? So this is what you want to know on a Wednesday. Happy birthday, Libras. I didn't forget about you. Happy birthday. And I'm sending you love and blessings. Thank you.